Hello everyone. Hello everyone. If you can hear me and see my picture clearly, you can just write in the chat box as I had promised. Happy Raksha Bandhan to you, Sonali. Hi. Okay. So I think you are able to see the picture which we are going to draw today, right? So this is one perspective drawing. Good evening. Okay, so we are starting with it. The picture which was there on the ad which I had given. The same thing we are going to learn today how to draw this. So here you can see one point, right? So this is called one perspective drawing. One point perspective. Perspective means what? How we see things. Okay, so there are 1.2 and 3 point perspective drawings, but we are starting with 1 point perspective drawing. So I hope you all are ready with your drawing books, pencils, erasers and rulers. Here in this picture we are going to use rulers, as I was telling you earlier that the artist doesn't use all these things, but this is one perspective, 1 point perspective drawing, so we are allowed to use rulers which will give perfectness in our drawing. So I hope you are able to see it properly. Actually I'm doing it with my mobile, and that's the reason it is the view is in this way. Okay, so as you can see that we have these rails in front of us, rails, and both the sides we have the one hut is there, also trees are there, and these are lampposts which we are going to make today. So it is going to be very interesting and easy if you will learn with me step by step. You just understand how to draw it, and I'm very sure that you will be able to draw it. You might have seen many pictures, and I know that if you see these kind of pictures you think that it is easy to draw, but believe me, when we start actual drawing, that time we face many problems, and there are techniques by which you learn it and draw it. Okay, so now I'm taking a fresh paper and we'll be starting. If you have any doubt, you can ask me right now before I start, so that we can start properly. I'm taking blank papers. I'm giving you 1 minute. If you have you want to grab anything like paper, pencil, anything, sharp your pencils properly. And I'm keeping this picture here in front of me so that you can also see it and copy it properly. So we'll be starting it. If you have any doubt regarding this, any questions, you can ask me right now, then we will start. And you have to follow the steps properly, then only you will be able to draw it. So okay, let me just cover it completely properly so that you'll be able to see it properly. Okay, so I think it is visible. Yes. Okay, are you ready with your paper, pencils, everything? Please write in the chat box so that we can start. just at least thumbs up so that we can start, because once I'll start I'll have to keep on checking whether you are in with me or not, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to complete the picture. Okay, I hope you are all with me and we are now starting. So before starting we will just divide the paper or the whatever drawing book you have in 1 by 4 3 by 4 proportion. So here we will leave this much place. Suppose my this is A4 size paper, it is 21 centimeter and I'm measuring it, so I'll be taking 5 centimeters from above and down it will be 16 centimeter. I'll leave 16 centimeter here, and for sky I'll be leaving leaving 5 centimeters. So I'm just sketching a line here. We'll go step by step. You all start with me. If you have any questions you can ask me so that I can type an answer. So I have divided this page into two parts but not equally. I have divided it 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 in this way. I hope I'm clear and audible. I'm clearly audible. Please write in the chat box if you have any problem in listening to me, because seeing there is, I think visually it's perfectly visible, but my audio is perfect or not. Okay, so once again I'll be telling you, I have taken a fresh paper and I have divided the page into two parts, 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. So this page is of 21 centimeter. 5 centimeter from above I have left the space, and from down I have left 16 centimeters, and then I have divided it. I have just sketched one line over here. Now in this way it is 30 centimeter broaden, so we'll divide it into two equal parts, which is 15 twos are 30, so 15 centimeter from both the sides I have divided it. Now this is our perspective point. This is what? This is our perspective point. So from this point only we are going to draw everything. I hope I'm clear to you all. If you have any problem or questions, you can ask me. Write in the chat box and ask me if you face any problem in drawing this. It's not so tough. If you'll try with me, you will be able to draw it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we are going to first make the rails on it. Okay, so simply we will take 4 inches of the gap in this way. This is not you also have to take this much only. You can take by your own, but the main thing which we have to keep in our mind is we have to join every line of our art on this point, then only it is going to be perfect. So I'm sketching one line over here and another on the left side. Now I am going to double it. Okay, so we are going to do it. Now if you have a transparent ruler will be very good, because it will be this line will be visible, but I am using it in this way so that equal distance may come from both the sides. You just follow the steps and draw with me. again. Now this much we can think of and draw by our own. No need to take the measurement of every part. So it's easy. Here it is some problem. So let me just correct it. As I am using this ruler, it is little bit getting difficult for me because I'm not able to see my first line. So not a problem. Sometimes due to our pencil also it happens. So this is done. So both the sides, in this way we have drew the lines. Now which line I have drawn? This one, the broadened part of the rails, which is white. Now inside I'll be drawing one more line, but the main thing which we have to remember is the point. Every line is going to join that point, then only it will look like that, the same way it is looking right now. Okay, so 3 lines now. First we will draw all the lines. First we will draw full picture and then we will start giving the shadings into it. If you have attended my first maybe I think second session, in that session I had taken the chapter of sketch, the shading part, light and shadow effect, also how to give the strokes. So in second session I had taken strokes, I think, yes, and in third I had taken light and shadow effect. So everything is included in this session. So as till here I hope you all have completed what I have done. I'm just erasing because it is a little bit confusing you all, I think. So let me draw this line again for you all. I am able to understand, but I hope it will be difficult for you. So let me just sketch one line over here and you will understand it easily. Okay. So this broadened part and this dark, these 3 lines I have drawn till now. Now we'll be drawing these lines. So it is not so tough. Now I'm going to use this simple ruler which will help me in measuring. Now if you can see, I'm not going to draw here because we have to leave this space white only. So I'll be starting from here in this way and then this line and somewhat outside one more line. Then again this line. Now here is a trick. Now you will ask me that how we will draw this line. So for doing that, at the end we will be joining these lines, but we will be matching these lines towards, it will go toward this point only. This is the basic thing. If you will keep on remembering this point every time, whenever you draw any line, if you join that line to this point, your drawing is going to be perfect, believe me. Now leaving some space over here, again one more. Now while going upwards, this broadness of the rails, this will be reduced. So little bit by your own. There is no measurement for it because right now actually the basic idea over here is how to draw one point perspective. So that is important. So the main and the major part of this drawing is the point which we have drawn here. Every line of your drawing should go and meet that point. Then only it is going to be perfect. Otherwise your drawing will be incorrect. So the children, those who want to give art primary and secondary exams, it is very useful for them also. If you are in class 10th, maybe 9th, those who take art as their main subjects, one of the subjects, they also will get very much help of this video because it is going to help them a lot. Those who have already taken art and now they are growing and up and going to college and they are selecting some subjects like interior decoration maybe or art as their subject, this subject is there. One subject they have to complete is perspective drawing. So this video is going to help them also a lot. Now what about the small children? Of course, small children get help of this video in this way, because they will understand the meaning of perspective and angles. So this is the basic idea. Now you can see whatever I have drawn here, some lines are going out, some are in. So now you will not just close it by this. No, again the same way as I told you earlier also, every line will meet at this point, right? So very easy. Just to join these things we have to start from here, otherwise maybe you will join these two parts, which is wrong. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and one more very small I'll be drawing by my own, which will come out in this way. Okay, now this side again, and we'll erase these extra lines, and automatically you will come to know that this is perfect. So in this way, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the last one. Okay, now we will erase this extra lines which have come out. Now these are not perfect angles, we are going to give it and make it perfect one by giving the shading into it. So you need to erase these extra lines which have come out of these rails. If you are facing any problem or if you have any questions, you can write in the chat box. Now this is plain drawing. Now we have to make it 3D, and for making it 3D, what we are supposed to do? We just have to make here shadings, but as I told you, we'll do it later. But right now I'll just tell you what to do here. When we'll give shading under it, what we are going to do, we have to sketch this straight line here under it. Remember, you have to sketch straight line under it. If you will not, if you'll do it like this, it is going to be wrong. So I have to erase it for showing you I drew wrong line. Okay, so straight. This way, see, it has started coming out, it started looking the same way the picture is, but we are leaving it as it is. We will give shading later on. As I told you, first we will complete drawing part of the picture. Okay, now on both the sides of the rails there are two more lines where grass will come. So again, very easy, only this part was little tricky, otherwise rest all are very easy. Again, till here I will draw one line. Now how to take measurement? These are very easy techniques are there. This paper, how much gap is there? One finger. So you can again keep your another finger over here and just draw this line. It's very easy. So these are the tricks you can use and draw this picture. It's not necessary that every time you have to measure everything. Now again, two more lines are there next to these lines. Here I think I have done a mistake. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll have to make sure that your line should join the point, otherwise it is not going to be one point perspective drawing. Okay, so this line should join this point. It's perfect. Now again, one more line. So by your own No perfect rule for that. Till where you have to sketch it, it's okay. Okay, now I'm still not satisfied with this line. I have to erase it because it should be perfect. It should join the point. Let me draw it again. Actually, it is happening because this stand which I have kept here, it's getting difficult for me to make this line here. Not a problem. Yes, now it is perfect. Now one more line over here like this. So rail is done, two more lines are done. Now a very tricky and very important thing is, which I am going to teach you, is this one. This lamppost and this hut and these trees and this fencing is very tricky. So be very careful, watch it carefully and then draw. Now what happens when we try to draw it by our own? These lampposts get difficult to draw. Why it happens? Because when we start drawing this, we don't understand. Yeah, we are able to see that yes, while going this side, it is going smaller, as because these are very far from us, right? We want to show it that it is very far, but how to draw that? The same rule again. The rule is we are going to draw line for giving a just dotted lines to just take the take it as a sample for us that where we are going to draw a lamppost. Very, it should be invisible. This is just a thing that where these are the points where we are going to touch our lamppost. And believe me, if you will do it in this way and then draw, it is going to be perfect. Okay, so now lamppost will be straight, but as we have already taken a line which is guiding us that how big or how small the lamppost will be. So it is very easy now. Now here is a trick again. You don't know the whether the line is perpendicular, it is straight or not. What you will do? Just measure it from here. First lamp, the size of the paper. Measure it there only. Keep your ruler just above the finishing line of the paper and draw one. Automatically your lamppost will be very straight. Now what I want is, okay, I want it till here maybe. Suppose you want it till here. What you will do? You will just draw this guidance line till here. Dotted line which you are going to erase later on. This is the guidance for us that till where I have to draw my lamppost. So this is done. The broadness of the lamp post in this way. The second one little far. Easy now because we have one line which is giving us guidance till where I have to draw my lamppost. So it is going to easy for me now. I hope it is clear to you all. I hope it is not getting difficult for you to draw like this. If you have any questions, you can definitely write in the chat box, or if you right now you're watching and later on you have planned to draw it, if you have any questions you can ask me. So see how many we have drawn. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so 11 lampposts I have drawn. Now only we have to complete it like this. What we are going to do is we just have to give the shape of it and just join it from the upper side like this, and very easy, no, not a problem, it's not so tough. So something like that, both the sides, very small dotted things, because they are very far, but yes, it should look like lamppost, of course. These are maybe you can draw only these electric stand, these, or lamp post, anything you can draw of your own. Just here you can draw trees also, not a problem, but I thought I should draw this. Now the lines which we have drawn, just for the guidance, we will erase those lines. These are very light, so very easy to erase it. So done. And now you might have seen, these are not, sorry, these are not lampposts, these are the what we say, electric pipes, right? So now in this way you might have seen the wires, the electric wires on it. So just join this like this, very easily. I know you'll be able to draw it. They will not be so perfect, and you have to do it two wires going on each this stand, like this, draw like this. And see, it has started looking like that. Yes, these are going in a straight line like this. Okay, I think I'm clear till here. Okay, now after this we are going to draw the house, a small house, and the fencing, and after that we'll draw trees. Now while drawing the house, rules are same. Now we will take a ruler again, but what we are going to do is, suppose we are drawing the, we'll take this one. Yes, we, everything should be pointed toward this one point, then only it is going to be perfect. And down here, so only these lines were going towards or facing toward this point. See what I did, I just joined, I did not join it, but I just took the measurement that if this line will go forward, it should meet this point. See this one also, so it is going to be perfect. Then if you will do it by your own, it is going to be, it's not, it will not come correctly. It, you have to measure it, you have to pointed it towards the point which is our main major point of the drawing. Now again this line should also go and meet on this point. So we'll keep the ruler like this and we'll draw a line here. Erase extra lines wherever not required. This will be the straight line because there is no point in it, the measuring point. Okay, so I think the somewhat the structure of the hut is hut or the house is ready. Now the fencing. Now here, when while drawing the fencing, first you have to just give the dotted line where, wait, okay, why we are giving this, for the height of the fence, height of the fence, we have to give this dotted lines, and then we will draw these straight lines. Okay, so you must be seeing that our fencing, now these lines will be straight lines, and now we will have to erase this dotted line. For the reference we had taken it. Now this is our fencing. Okay, now we will complete the windows and all of this house. This line, the door lines of the door should be parallel to these lines, and even the window of the hut, the line should be parallel to it. It's not like if it is not so perfect, it's okay, but the measurement and the lines and the point, the lines which are pointing towards the this point should be perfect. What we are learning exactly is the same thing. Now remaining are only trees. Now again, this tree which is here is smaller because it is far, this is bigger because this is near to us. Now again we have to take the measurement, or we have to give the point that till where the what should be the length of the tree. So what we'll do, again we'll take the measurement in this way. So one tree till here I will draw, and another tree I'll draw till here. Now where it will start, it will start from here, and this tree will start from here. Now point is, the main point is that to show it far we have to draw it smaller, but without forgetting our point. So forwarding that point, I have measured it and I have put the point over there. Now the trunk of the tree, very easy, any tree you can draw, not a problem, very easy tree you can draw. Here we are learning the technical things and not the things that how to draw the tree. So I'm just drawing a simple tree. The same way here I'll be showing you some other which is easy. Suppose if you want to draw it like this is also easy, and this can also be drawn, not a problem. So one this, another one is this. Okay, now after this what is remaining is the mountains. The mountains are remaining. Here in this picture, okay, so the first we will complete the mountain. So any line in this way, but meeting at the point. Here also both the sides. Now if you have done till here, or you have any questions, you can definitely write in the chat box. I hope till here you have done. Now while drawing this picture, I faced one problem. The problem was while giving the shading in the mountains, these electric poles were very difficult to draw. So what I did in this picture, I drew it small right now. Now what we are going to do, first we will give shading in the mountain, and then we will do the correction in these electric poles. So here I am using 10B to give the shading in the mountain. Now those who have already attended my second session or second chapter of the this free live coaching classes of drawing and painting, I have taught there how to give this lines, sorry, how to give this shading. So these are we call it in technical language, we call it hatching. If we want to give a dark shading, we'll do cross hatching. But remember one thing, while giving the corrections in the electric poles, we will have to erase the lines there. So I'm not drawing so dark over, giving shading so dark shading over here. So now what we are going to do is we just raising this the length of the electric pole should be raised. So again, the points, the reference line this way, we'll erase it later, not a problem. So till here it should be till here, then it is going to be perfect. Now I'm using dark pencil so that it should be visible, it will be visible clearly. So when we draw a picture, then only we come to know the mistakes or the things which we must know before drawing it. When we see to the things, it is different, but when we draw, then we come to know that it is difficult. Now I think this is perfect. So we will have to erase this electric wires which we have drawn here. So let's erase it and do it again. As I told you, we will have to erase it for correction. So we will erase it and we will draw it again. After this, we'll give shading and then it is going to look perfect. Now for giving these wires, the line of wires, again we have to give the reference line, which will be this one. Now here let's make it little darker. We'll have to erase this line, reference line, which we had taken for the measurement of the electric poles. These are not lampposts. By mistake I had told lampposts. These are not lampposts. These are, you can draw, if you wish you can draw lampposts. If you wish you can draw trees also. That would also look very beautiful. So now just give a reference and just simply you have to draw it like this for the wires which is going to be here. Give shading like this into this. As it will go far, it won't be visible clearly. So now join these wires, which will give it a perfect look. Not so clear, but yes, reference, for the reference it should be clear in this way. Now give a little shading into these poles. For this you have to use 8B or 10B or 6B will also do, not a problem. Okay, so till here we have finished. Now again this mountain part, which is going to be difficult for giving the shading, but don't forget our line, the base line. So once again you have to draw this line which was here. Okay. Now as we have completed till here, now we'll be giving the shading into these rails, and then you will come to know the actual it will start looking real. So there is not so much of problem into it. The line which we have drawn here, you just have to give shading under it. Very easy. You can do one thing. If you are finding it difficult, you just have to draw one more line over here, and it is going to be perfect. You can use this small ruler for this, so it would be easy. Okay, now you just have to darken this line. We have started doing shading in it now. Okay, so now here also this line, the third line which we had drawn, we have to make it little darker. And it has started looking the same way which we wanted it to be. Now very important thing, shading part we have done, not completed, but yes, somewhat we have done. But now here I have shown the shadow of the electric poles. See, you can see here also trees, this one also. So now what we have to do is we have to just draw straight lines from here, which are the shadows of these electric poles, which is very important part of this drawing, because it will give it a realistic look. Now we'll give shading into it, but first we will have to complete this also. So here, for every wherever the things are there, you have to give the shading. Now the fencing, there also you have to give the shading. If this line is tilted, these all the shadows will be tilted, means the direction of the light will be different. But here if we have drew it like this, so every shading should be the same way, means the light is coming from this side and the shadow will be on the opposite side of it. So you will have to remember this thing, which will give it a realistic look. Now little bit of shading into it. Till here we have done. Now we are going to complete the house. Simple lines I am giving, without using any ruler. If you wish, you can use ruler as well. Two lines. Now why this part is dark and this is not? Because this is under it, so here lot of shadow, so that's the reason this part is dark. Now I'll be using a little dark pencil which will give it a perfect. Okay. Little dark, making it little dark so that it will look good. Okay, here also I'm using this 6B. You can keep ruler, and then this is a trick again. You can keep ruler and then you can give shading in this way, which will be very easy for you. Only on the one side we are giving the shading. It happens generally, we have to, while using pencils, we give shading twice, so that gives it a perfect flow, perfectness and a realistic view. Now after giving the shadings, only thing is remaining is our grass, so very easy to draw the grass. Now I want to make my mountains little darker, so for that I'll be using uh, 6B, and I'll be doing cross hatching. If you want to learn how many types of strokes are there and how to give the shading, you have to go and watch the video, which is the second session of our this course. Friends, it is for free, so you can definitely join every Thursday at 4 p.m. and take the benefit and advantage of these course. Many of you had requested, and that's the reason I had started these course for you, which is from basic. If you are joining it for the first time today, not a problem, you can go back and watch my other videos from the starting. So, and if always I'm there, if you have any questions, definitely you can ask me. So this was our mountain line which we have given here. Now only thing is remaining is our grass, so let's try that also. Very easy, only stroke upwards, give strokes upwards like this. I have already taught in second session how to draw these strokes. Not to spoil, like see my hand, because of the hand the paper is spoiling, so you can do one thing, you can keep a blank paper over there and then you can draw, so it will not mesh it and it will not spoil it. Very little grass we want to show it on both the sides of the rails. So in today's session actually we have learned how to draw anything keeping in mind one point perspective. So if it comes in exam, or if it is like 1 point perspective drawing, so what you are supposed to do is you just have to draw 1 point anywhere on your paper or drawing book, and then you should start drawing using that point. Now just for your thing, I had not kept the paper here and it has all spoiled, so what I'll do, I'll just erase these parts so it will look fresh. Not much, but yes. So I think I should darken these two lines also, because it should not look artificial as drew with the ruler, but these are not actually lines, these are a few lines which showing the land which is divided into grass part or maybe some roads or something like that. So that's the reason we have to make it like this, give it a realistic look, and for that we have to draw it in this way. Okay, I think something like that will look, give it a good look. Okay, now if you can observe in this picture, there is one thing, remember, if anyone can guess and write in the chat box what is remaining there. We have almost completed our picture. If anyone can guess and tell me what is remaining in the picture and write in the chat box, I'll be very happy to see that. If anyone, we have drawn rails, grass. These lines are electric poles, wires, mountains, trees, head, everything we have done. Now what is remaining there? Okay, so I think you guessed it correctly, and what is remaining is the birds, yes, which are flying. So very easy, only what you have to draw is in this way, V. Very easy. If you will draw tick or V, it will start looking like birds. If you want to give a darker shade to it, you can make it more dark like that. Extra lines, obviously you have to erase always to give it a fresh look. You always have to use eraser at the end. For I had written to use rough cloth, because when you rub your hand on these pencil shadings, it generally spoils the paper, so that's the reason you should use a rough paper. I'm just one more time drawing these lines and darken it, so it will look fresh and good. once. If you want, you can always redraw it, so it will look fresh and it will give a realistic and a very good effect. Whenever you draw anything which is geometric, then you have to make sure that you have to draw it very very perfectly. So for that thing you can always use rulers, whereas I always tell my students not to use rulers. As you are art students, you should not use. But if you are drawing any geometrical things, geometrical figures, you can use rulers to give it a perfect look, otherwise it will be wrong. So see, it has started looking very nice now. So today we learned how to draw one perspective drawing. Instead of these electric poles, yes, of course you would have drawn the trees, you would have drawn lamp posts, not a problem. But what is the main thing? We have to join every line towards this one point, and then only it will look in this way. Every line, see, even the hut or this house, whatever you say, the roof, it is facing towards this point. This is the most important point of our painting, our drawing. So if you'll keep in mind, if you'll keep this point properly, and then if you'll start drawing in this way, this is the technical thing which we have learned today, which is very important. If you go in any class for this art and drawing things, there you will learn all these things. So friends, you are getting all these things for free here on my channel. Again, I'll remind you once, if you wish to learn anything apart from drawing, like any special painting or anything which is in your mind, then you can definitely comment me, write in the comment box and tell me what kind of painting or which medium you want to learn painting with. I will definitely make videos and I'll post it, or I'll be taking live for you all, and I'll be teaching you those different kind of paintings. I think we have completed it, and the last thing which is remaining here is the road which is joining, sorry, no, line is incorrect, the road which is joining this house to this road. So all these things gives the realistic look to your drawing. I hope you must have drawn with me. You must have tried drawing this picture, this drawing, which is very good. And if you have any questions or have any doubt, definitely you can ask me. Write in the chat box, or write in the comment after watching this video also. So in the next class we are going to do something very new next Thursday at 4 p.m. again. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.